Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Baron Geddon is perhaps the most difficult boss in Molten Core and definitely a big wall when it comes to completing Molten Core in the open queue. However, if you have already completed Molten Core previously and you have killed Ragnaros and you have the Ragnaros leader available, then that can help you get through Baron Geddon on subsequent runs through open queue very easily. And in this video I'm going to show you how to take down Baron Geddon in the open queue using Ragnaros. This is my favorite Ragnaros army for open queue for Baron Geddon. I'm using Dark Miner, Whelpex, Gargoyle, Griffin Rider, Frostwolf Shaman and Quillboar. The idea here is that Griffin Rider has to have the airdrop talent, because airdrop, you place Griffin Rider right underneath Ragnaros, Griffin Rider is going to ride over Ragnaros, drop a potion on Ragnaros, and Ragnaros is going to get a level. So you're going to just level up Ragnaros a lot until Ragnaros is something that can actually fight back against all of those fire elementals. In the open queue, you also will need Frostwolf Shaman with the Earthshield talent. So with the Earthshield talent, Frostwolf Shaman is going to make Ragnaros armored, so that Ragnaros is better against gargoyles, and it's also going to heal Ragnaros. If you were to do this with a guildmate, then you could coordinate so that Shaman isn't so necessary, but here I really like to use Shaman, because open queue, of course, many things can happen there. Your win condition is the Gargoyle. So you want your Gargoyle to be able to eventually kill Baron Geddon. You're first going to just level up your Ragnaros so that Ragnaros is going to be so mighty that Ragnaros can defend. And then once your Ragnaros is leveled enough, latest at the start of overtime, you start attacking Baron Geddon with Gargoyles, and then those gargoyles are going to take Geddon down. My gargoyle here is a little bit low. I first did this with 25 and I wasn't really happy. The damage out was a little bit on the low side. Then I valored this slot so I could get it to 26, and that felt a little bit better. The other levels, mini levels, don't matter nearly as much. And then I have a Dark Miner so that I can mine. Also I can keep Baron Geddon still when I'm pushing those gargoyles out. I also have Quillboar. Quillboar can also keep Baron Geddon still at the end. Quillboar is really good at retaking towers as well. So if I'm able to take some towers and Geddon is going to go around, then Quillboar, properly timed Quillboar, can just retake those towers so that they were never going to be fully built for Geddon, so Geddon can't use them. Whelpex also can be used to retake towers. Whelpex I can use like Gargoyle, then when there's something like a Drake coming at the Gargoyle, then I can drop Whelpex into the lava, Whelpex will pop, and they're going to shoot the Drake in the back. That sort of things. Like, there would be more things that I would want in this army. In particular, I would want to have a Chimera, and I would want to have a Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon to make Gargoyle resistant, Fairy Dragon to make Chimera resistant, Chimera the best tool to get towers. But this is a little bit lower cost than if I was running with a Chimera, and lower cost means that I'm able to cycle more, so I'm going to get more airdrops, and I don't really need to get all the towers even when I'm doing this. And obviously your partner is also going to do something, so you're able to support them, well, depending on what they're going to be able to do. But I think this overall is the best comp that you can build for Ragnaros for the open queue at the moment. And let's go take a look at a couple of kills using this. So Ragnaros, open queue, Baron Geddon in action. So here we go. I'm up with Malfurion. This is when I still had the level 25 Gargoyle. After this fight, actually, I decided I'm going to need 26 to be more reliable. So there's Malfurion, who's pretty much at the lower end of what a Malfurion needs to be in this particular fight. A 26 Malf, and it's not a sleepy Malf, so no lava. I mean, it's going to have to try to lava walk. And well, 26 Malf lava walking, as you can see, it doesn't. It dies. So yeah, sadly this Malfurion comp is no longer viable with these levels that they're using now after the nerfs. But anyway, hopefully there's still going to be some power there. And I mean, Huntress is still pretty decent defensively. My Ragnaros in the very first encounter almost died, so that obviously was less than ideal. But Ragnaros is still alive, Ragnaros is now armored, Ragnaros is getting levels. And we also managed to take one tower. But yeah, that Malfurion comp with a non-sleepy Malf and those levels, ouch, lava walking just doesn't happen anymore. There's not enough levels there. Anyway, let's go. I'm getting some levels on the Ragnaros. I'm getting some healing on the Ragnaros. we have one tower, which is really nice, and it's really nice that it's the top left tower, because that opens up sweet access to the chest, sweet access to the gold vein. There's a lot of upsides to having specifically that tower. We're trying to get the other tower here. I should actually position the Wellbecks now, because now that the gargoyle is at the tower, I should put the Wellbecks behind the tower, and then the Wellbecks would shoot the tower while the tower is focused on the gargoyle. That's how we want to use the Wellbecks. But I was a little bit tunnel visioned here, I guess. Anyway, here Geddon took the tower, and I wait for Geddon to go away a little bit, then I drop the quill board to retake. Actually, my partner does the same, so that was a nice move. But man, that Malf, that lava walker Malf that can no longer lava walk, that's painful. Another Malf gone. Oh dear. Yep, nerves. Anyway, we're managing to keep the top left tower, and there are constantly more levels on the Ragnaros. So it's not looking too bad. I mean, this looks like something that can be possible. We have a chance here. We absolutely have a chance here. We're mining well all over the place. We have only one tower. And apparently my partner also does not have a gargoyle, and they have a level 23 meat wagon, which is a bit on the low side. So, like, if I was doing this with a Rend, and I would meet a Malfurion, that Malfurion cannot even live, and they have a 23 meat wagon, I don't think I could ever do this with Rend. I mean, maybe if I had really a ton of levels, maybe. But I'm not sure if this would be doable with a Rend comp. However, now that we're running Ragnaros, look at the Rag. The Rag is already level 34. And it's super healthy. Remember when it had just a sliver of health? That's the power of the Frostwolf Shaman. Yeah, if you're doing this in a coordinated fashion, you could also have your partner with airdrop Griffin Rider, and then you could just level up the Ragnar so much. Actually, when I did this with Turtle, we got our Rag to level 53. So, yeah, you can just level up so much, but here in the open queue, healing is definitely an asset. That they're going to lose that Griffin Rider. Well, that was a good Quillbore. Well positioned. Nice work. We're getting some good heals in. As these Huntresses are defending, so the Malfurion player is adapting. Now that they notice that their Malfurion actually does not live. That Malfurion actually doesn't get anything done. But they're adapting and they're defending. And that's looking quite good. Ragnaros is level 36. So we're quite close to being able to start fighting. We might already start fighting here. That could be possible. It's always I'm also a little bit wary. Like, okay, if we push a little bit too early, then we lose, and all the effort was for naught. So maybe waiting another minute is better. Oh, it's hard to say. What I really wanted here, though, was I wanted the top right tower. I wanted to get into a position where we have the top towers, so then there would be even less pressure. And here we can use those. Look at those whelps. The Drake was shooting at the gargoyle. Whelps dropped behind the Drake. Whelps killed the Drake. Maybe a little bit too fixated on getting that top right tower. I should have just attacked. Well, now that the Malfurion and the meat wagon are in, now I should definitely go in and support. And I'm actually trying to do that. I'm trying to cycle towards the gargoyle. It's almost overtime. It's time to go. Alright. First phase done. That was poorly timed, that Wellbeck drop. Because if I drop the Wellbeck so that Geddon has just hit, and then I drop the Wellbecks into the lava, then the Wellbecks do get to shoot at Geddon before Geddon swipes again. Geddon's attack is 360 degrees, so you cannot drop anything behind Geddon. But there's some time between attacks. So if you drop something just at the right time, then they do get to swing back at Geddon before Geddon makes another swing. So this might look like it's a little bit hectic, but just look at the Ragnaros. The Ragnaros is doing perfectly fine. Ragnaros is not under any kind of threat here. The only threat we have is whether we're going to be able to kill Geddon in time. So I probably should have started up top and then killed Geddon when it's on the right side. Something like that I probably should have done. So up top one phase, then on the right side 2 phases with the way these timings worked. But now we're trying to push while it's on the left side. But a level 25 gargoyle is a tiny bit too small. It was not able to get the Geddon down. By a phase, I mean. Now we do get the phase, alright. Then there's going to be the blast. And I'm dropping these unbounds to keep Geddon in place. I'm dropping more gargoyles. Dropping unbounds, try to keep Geddon in place. And Ragnaros is doing perfectly fine. Just trying to get the unbounds there and trying to time this so that Geddon swings, boom, and I get some damage in. And another gargoyle. 17 seconds, we're running out of time. This is going to be tough. 10 seconds. 7, 6, and it's a win. And see, Ragnaros was not under threat at any time. So after that experience, I decided to Valor slot the gargoyle, so that I got the gargoyle to level 26. And then we're in a Rag mirror. So we both have Ragnaros. Now I just don't know, too bad there's no way to communicate. Level 27 base, well, so we have pretty much even leveled armies. I do not know which one of us has a bigger Ragnaros, because of course we would want the bigger Ragnaros to be on the base, but we have no way to know which one has the bigger one. Theirs is only level 23, mine would have been level 25, so okay, we missed 2 levels on Rag here, but it's gonna be fine. Here Ragnaros is armored, and again, see how I'm dropping those wellbacks into the lava behind the enemy, and then they're going to get some job done. Here we go. Gargoyles are trying to push towards the top left tower. Trying to mine a little bit. I'm going to try to drop against the wellbacks into the lava. So I really like these wellbacks on this one. They're much cheaper than the Chimera. Obviously Chimera is much more influential overall, but this allows faster cycle, and then there's just so many things that you can do with those wellbacks. Damage to Baron Geddon, you can drop them in the lava, you can kill drakes with them, you can kill fire elementals with them, you can kill just anything with them and support your gargoyles. And here we go, Ragnaros under attack a little bit. Ragnaros is only level 27 by now, so we're going to need a little bit more levels on that. This Griffin Rider should drop a potion. Yes, it dropped a beautiful potion there. Ragnaros 29, alright. Best case scenario, we're going to get even more levels on Ragnaros from these Griffin Riders because they were engaged in combat right at Ragnaros. Not quite fast enough. He dropped the potions on each other a little bit later. Anyway, here Baron Geddon got the top left tower now. I'm waiting a little bit, and then I'm putting the Quillbore out there, and Quillbore now ensures that top left tower is never going to be built for Baron Geddon. And there, as you could see, Gargoyle was the focus of the base, of the tower, and then I dropped the wellbacks out there. Dropped them a little bit too far maybe, because now the Bat Rider is going to shoot at the base anyway. Also on the left side there is now a fire elemental, and that's going to eventually kill the Quillbore, I suppose. So I need to do a little bit more here, but I don't want to challenge the... There's a Gargoyle now fighting against Geddon, but I think it's a little bit too early. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that would have been just a fine time to do it. I mean, it's possible. Perhaps we could have done it already there. I just kind of want safety, but obviously there are other things to consider as well. Well, no, even though there hasn't been a phase change, Ragnaros took quite a bit of damage there. We're going to need to heal it up again. Heal it up, level it up. Can we now grab the tower? No, it doesn't look like we can. Nope. Top right tower still elusive. Oh, the living bomb. Oh, that one hurt. Now it's going to be hard for the gargoyle to survive long enough. Gargoyle goes in. Again, I drop the whalebags behind the tower. And pow pow. But, well, and this time actually, one of the whales was close enough. Alright, so things are looking quite okay. We probably should go now. I think this would be a perfect time. That lap would have probably have been a perfect time to start attacking. We had a level 38, we had level 37 Ragnaros at that point. We finally had the top right tower building. Yeah, that would have been the moment. So you don't necessarily have to wait all the way to overtime, but there's still some waiting involved in order to build up the Ragnaros. But now we waited a little bit too long. Anyway, it's gonna be fine. Let's see, just trying to find somewhere where I could mine. I should have sent that one up top. That gargoyle's wasted, sent down. Now my partner realized that this is the correct moment, and this is time to push is here. But his gargoyle actually did a fine job there. Now just because I sent my gargoyle the wrong way, then that means that I'm not ready. There's also the whirl. Need to get rid of the whirl. Let's send a gargoyle up top. Maybe. It might be too late. Might be a little bit late. Although I think that's actually going to work really wonderfully. Now that I think about it, it's actually going to be great. That gargoyle would have needed to go to the right. Maybe. Well, now I have a gargoyle coming anyway, and that's going to the right. Okay. This will be fine. This will be fine. Now, overtime is about to start. Ragnaros is huge. Ragnaros will kill everything that's going to come at it. So, only thing we need to do is push, and get those phases on Geddon. Now there's gargoyle coming. Beautiful gargoyle coming from the top. Gargoyle coming from the right. No, did I put... No, I am just barely in the right position. Getting some whalebacks out there. They can also deal a little bit more damage. And I just need to find a gargoyle again. There's a gargoyle. I'm waiting for a swing. Then I dropped up some whalebacks. A little bit of extra damage. And pow. So this, I think, is currently the easiest way to complete Baron Geddon in the open queue. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.